I can say it now, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Lyrical here at Imagine Affairs Park Lounge. We do this every single Monday. I am your host. For those who do not know it, I go by the name of Corey the Poet. That's my intro. That's how I get down. And what we do here is an open mic. You're not judged. You're just here to do what you do. And normally how things work are, we have cell phones, put them on vibrate. We don't go, we don't diss, we don't hiss. All we do is encourage you here. Are we good with that?
Right.
Okay, that's one person. Are we good with that?
Yes.
Right. We gotta let these people know that there's more than one person here. Are we good with that?
Yes.
Yes. We do this every single Monday. Doors open at 7. We start open mic like around 8:15. Everybody is welcome. There's no cover charge. Now, like I said, I'm the host. And what we do normally is, I normally start off the session with a poem or two, and then I call people up to get down and get what's on their chest off, whether it be poetry, singing, venting, or whatever they want to do. They come up here and do it without being judged. Now this Monday, Mr. Ribani Sila, person who's here every Monday, who supports us very much. Last Monday he said, okay, next Monday is going to be
New Monday.
And I expressed to him, it can't be Blue Monday because a friend of mine runs Blue Tuesdays. So we said we're going to make it New Monday. And he said, yes, New Monday. Okay, fine. That means we'll come with new poems.
New stuff.
Now, that's what it is.
New stuff.
And I look at it this way. I was going to sit down and write several new pieces, which I finished one. I got a couple more. But I looked at it this way. Some of y'all haven't heard my stuff.
Touche.
So in somebody's eyes, it is New Monday, right? Right. Now we got a couple people, got a young man here, a veteran actually, right?
Yes.
A veteran who came down to San Francisco, correct?
Yes.
Came down to San Francisco, he's gonna share some pieces with us.
Beautiful.
We got a young man here who I know for a minute played basketball with. He graduated from San Francisco State, right? He graduated from San Francisco State. He's getting ready to actually go overseas and try some things over there.
Beautiful.
He does his spoken word poetry. We got Mr. Ribani Sila. He's a staple here. He's been doing this for ever. We got Erica Reed. She's the one who's videotaping, and she's gonna get up there and ain't no telling. Let me get closer to him. Ain't no telling what the hell Erica's gonna talk about.
Beautiful.
That's why we're here. That's right. That's exactly why we're here. So with this being New Monday, which I'm gonna read this poem, which I never do. I don't read. I normally have it memorized before I ever even do it. But it's New Monday.
It's New Monday.
So I'm gonna read this one here. If we read it, and he say, yeah!
Yes!
All right. Here we go. This one is called Notice Me. You pass me on the streets every single day. And yes, I may ask you for a little cash just to give me something to eat because the hunger pains that's in my stomach. It's like having 10,000 hot needles jammed into my bare feet. See, it's crippling. Debilitating. I'm not asking for you to take me home. I'm just asking for you to be a little more facilitating. See, but you feel that it's not your problem and that my problems or situations don't affect you. But I'm not mad at you. Just a little bit confused and hurt, but I still respect you. Although when you see me, you completely cross the streets, or you roll up your windows and you lock your door. You, society, and damn near the whole world look at me like I'm a festering sore. See, you don't look at me. You look past me. You don't look to me, you look through me. You have no kind words for me because you believe that I have a serious addiction, but I don't. Talk to me and gain some knowledge about me, then you may learn that it was the economy that hollowed me. It unemployed me and then destroyed me. But you put your purse or wallet tightly and hold your wallet while you walk over me. Not a nickel, dime, or a dollar for you because you don't don't want to show me. See, I'm cold, coughing, and hungry. You shoot me a glance, but you still don't notice me. See, and it's a shame. It's a shame that she has to explain to him, listen, see, I'm not begging for you because I want to. I'm begging for you because I have to. See, and I don't mean to embarrass or harass you, but I feel that it's better for the both of us if I simply just ask you, instead of me trying to rob or blast you. See, I need a little assistance in my life on behalf of you. And I'm not trying to continue to live my life. I'm only trying to continue to live my life right. Whether I'm on the outside or I'm on the inside. See, every single day I completely swallow my pride. I'm constantly looking for relief from having to sleep out on these streets and from garbage cans to pandering because I have to eat out on these streets. My safety is against daily because sometimes I even get beat out on these streets. See, I'm trying to get ahead of these streets before I end up dead in these streets. And you can't begin to fathom what I have to go through. See, I'm not void of my self-worth when I reach out my hands to ask you for some spare change, praying to get some change to spare me from this life that no one should ever have to live. So don't shun me when I ask you if you have a little something to give. I'm not trying to interrupt your precious world, but it's deadly and hard out here for this 15-year-old little girl. See, I'm on my hands and knees every single night praying, begging, and pleading, reminding myself that hope is me. Woman, man, God, please, someone, notice me.
That's where it started off.
That's why I don't like to read. I like that memorized so I can really get into it.
Yeah.
That's a real deep one right there.
Yeah.
Listen to it. You understand? People going through things and homeless out there. Although a lot of times, I do believe that some of these panderers out there is their job. They have made that their job. It's as simple as that. Some of them actually need it. Some of them are just being lazy, don't want to get a real job, and figure this is what I'm going to do. Because I like to, now one time I'm driving and I stop, and there's a panderer on the island. And he sit there and said, got a sign, will work, need some spare change. Could you help me? So I reach to get my spare change, and I put my hand out and tell him, come here. And he's walking towards me, and he gets to my window, and I reach to put my spare change out, and his cell phone rings. And he answers me. Okay, if you can pay your cell phone bill, you don't need it. Right? So I put it back in. Man, I'm gone. I need this spare change. Ain't nothing spare about this change, but I was going to sacrifice and try to help you out. But yeah, he answered his cell phone, nah, that was it. But with that being said, that was one of my new ones.
I like that.
Like I said, it was New Monday.
All right.
That was one of my new ones. And of course, I just knew there was going to be more women here. Not tonight. There's Erica. Because a lot of my poems are either message poems, love poems that I do. So this new one, I actually finished it. Fellas, just act like there's a bunch of women here. That's who I'm talking to.
We use our imagination.
Yeah, use imagination. There's like a bunch of women here. That's who I'm talking to.
You want me to get it on the cell phone?
You want something to drink? We got complimentary drinks back there, wine and other stuff back there. Okay. And okay, this one goes like this. All right. Bunch of women, Corey. Bunch of women. I got to get my mind frame. Bunch of women here. Right? I see a bunch of men, but
Just think your last week.
maybe bunch of women.
Birthday.
Don't make my birthday, baby.
Birthday, there you go.
Woo,
That whole section on that side will never win.
That's not what I'm saying.
That's not what I'm saying. So, For all those 120 women who was here last Friday, we're gonna say they're here right now. And this poem will be dedicated to them. I'm gonna stumble through it because it's brand new, but I try to get it to you. It goes like this. You may not know this, but I overheard you asking, even questioning yourself lately, is he the one? Am I the one? Well, see, you're the only person who can actually answer that. But let me put it to you like this in my own words. When people first meet, their attraction is 90% superficial because it's based on what a person looks like, right? Well, sweetheart, pay close attention to the words that's about to emerge from my mouth. Because when I first met you, it was like my world was in reverse because I fell in love with you from the inside out. See, I'm not trying to sound obscene as I describe the scene because your beauty wasn't even seen until I had a conversation with you. See, it's like you drew plans and then you strapped a diagram for your man. Because it's like you took bolts and rivets and you drilled them into this steel frame to maintain a strong structure. And then you laced my feet and you placed them in concrete and then you used every single element in creation. See, now I understand that there is no way on God's green earth that I will fail with you as my foundation. See, because you did most of the work. I mean, you put in a lot of time and there was a lot of efforts that was spent. And there was days that you had that pondering expression on your face. There was a lot of corrections and red marks and a lot of erased pages on this page. See, but you never relented. So now you're holding your hands, your life's future plans that's drawn out and etched out on this here blueprint. See, sweetie, what I'm saying is that I'm built for you. So let me get past the epithelials and dig deep into the marrow so I can tap into your energy. See, and understand that my love is deeper than the ocean, so won't you come swim with me? See, I'm not trying to make a special moment. I'm trying to create a lifelong memory. So as I ingrain my love into your brain, I will affect your gray matter. Because our love will never simply be black or white. That's why our gray matters. See, as our cerebellum starts to vibrate and then begins to wiggle. As it slides your right brain and shifts my left brain till we can meet somewhere in the middle. See, logically, I will analyze the creativity of you and I as I remain true. And as far as our life picture, well, I've already been framed for you. See, that's why I hold on to you so tightly with desperation, in fear or trying to interfere with the separation. See, I can appreciate Abraham Lincoln and his proclamation, but from your love I do not want an emancipation. See, I'm a slave for you. And to the rest of the world, my willpower is so impenetrable. That's why it always seems like I cave for you. It's like you have me on ecstasy. Got me running around here dancing and swinging these glow sticks on the inside. I'm 60, honey, I'll rave for you. And despite the lack of my idiosyncrasies or my male stupidity, I will be in love from the cradle to the grave with you. See, God knows your wants, your needs, and your heart. And he took your life's good parts and then he created me. See, sweetheart, I was made for you. So let me answer that question for you so that you won't ever in your life have to guess. Am I the one? Yes.
I'll drink to that.
know how they hire people? You should do that at weddings and stuff.
Oh, wait, I thought you said Whitney's.
Nah,
They
weddings.
tell me to do the drive. Hold on, listen.
Nah, weddings.
You said you want this ride.
That's a perfect. You know how they hire songers, singers, and stuff like that?
Yeah.
That'd be perfect.
Yeah,
I did it.
That would.
I did it.
When I was practicing that one earlier today, every time I did it, when I got to that point, when I say, let me answer your question, you know, so that you will never have to guess, am I the one? That's it's right there. That's that color,
What makes you think I'm not the one?
I appreciate you hanging in there with
Like, you ain't looking at me.
So we're gonna keep this thing going, ladies and gentlemen. We're gonna keep this thing going. We're gonna call this next person up. Like I said, this man came all the way down to just so.
Let's give him a second.
Hey, okay. Hey, Picky, okay. Hold on, let me introduce you. Okay, there's a way I introduce people. Okay. Who's one of your favorite singers?
One of my favorite singers, Stevie Wonder.
Stevie Wonder, okay.
All right.
What you done? Ladies and gentlemen, coming to the stage, fresh off his world tour with the wonderful Mr. Stevie Wonder.
Yeah.
Please give a warm welcome for the very talented Mr. Adolf Pickett.
Yeah. My man.
Okay, so I have two, and I'm gonna read them.
Read.
Read them, bro.
Read.
First one, the white fence. Looking through the holes in their story, climbing on the reasonable doubt. I am cut over and over by justifications. So I stay within the city of woes and hold the ones I am not about to feel safe, sane, or suffer some. Never harangue anyone, Fluffy, come here. All these dogs, I feel like becoming one. Follow the command I ate. For I fancy freedom and got none, except the wild fence.
Beautiful.
Tell us about that folks.
This one, monitor me. Monitor me. Everywhere I look, I see you. When I go out, when I come in, when I'm with a friend, on the bus and a car, at the stoplight, in a race and a rush, at home or on the phone, you monitoring me. Like I'm not able to have peace or be free, because you watching on the corners, in the cities, little town, wherever I go or wander in my mind. And you finally say, cuz you know how it goes. You tell me I'm not living right. I won't go far, and you know how it goes in life. In order to be the best, I must confess all morals and laws to be a part of who you are. So you monitor me. In the bedroom, in my living room, in Carl's Jr., even church, monitoring me. I want to know what makes anyone know how to live or how life goes. Tell me when you on your last breath again how life goes, or when your money's spent, how it goes, or when arthritis hit, or your children split, leaving you at 94 again how it goes. Monitoring me, I don't like it. I have the right to be free in this land, on this earth, on the steps of my house, even in my bathroom. Just as long as I'm a human, monitoring me because you view me stereotypically, that I'll be just like the one before me. I say, I will do more than win, because we the original men. You say, I really don't know how to be. Shouting, dancing, prancing, praying things. When you say I should be quiet, red, and humble, then maybe free. Why? Because you know how it goes, and I'm not sure. So you monitor me every day of the week. But if you were monitoring yourself, I bet you it would have stopped, whether you knew how it goes or not. So, why don't you turn off the monitoring and be friends and talk to each other a lot? Cause only thing that will grow is life as we know it. If you don't stop monitoring me and give me liberty, justice, and equality.
Yes, give Mr. Adolph another round of applause.
I'll drink to that.
You are monitoring me.
And I don't like it.
And I don't like it.
And I don't like it.
Carl Jr.
Churches.
I'm saying, perfect.
I
don't like it. I love that part. That's my
that
favorite part.
was my favorite part. It was just like, I don't like it. Straight like, I don't like it.
I don't even like it. I don't like that playboy.
I don't like that.
We gonna keep this thing going, ladies and gentlemen. If you ready for that performance, let me say yeah. We gonna get you up next after this, man. We gonna break it up.
Oh, okay.
Unless you wanna come up now.
No.
No? Okay. So you know we gotta have to ask the ladies first. Although I didn't, he went first. Well, we gotta ask ladies first and second. Ladies. We gotta ask ladies first and second. Yes. So ladies and gentlemen, this young man, I'm getting ready to bring him right here. Like I said, I used to play basketball with this cat out there, 24-hour fitness out there, and then out that way. Man graduated from San Francisco State. Very intelligent young brother. Please give a young, good welcome and Lyrical welcome for my friend, my man, Mr. Kevin. I don't know what you want me to call you. You heard it. You heard it.
My name is Kevin. I'm a poet. I don't got no nickname, no alias or nothing, but maybe I get one eventually. I'm glad to have y'all out here tonight. I got 2 poems I'm gonna do for y'all.
Knock 'em dead.
First one is kind of short, you know what I'm saying? Second one's kind of long, so you know what I'm saying?
Balance is out.
Balance out.
Balance is out.
We're
Yeah.
gonna have some fun though.
Yeah.
Mostly fellas, but you know what I'm saying? One lady, you know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna give y'all a little something about what I went through. I wrote this when I was a youngster, 21, you know what I'm saying? Freshman guy, you know what I'm saying? With my grown man status, just trying to knock an older female. She wasn't really feeling me because I was younger, so I'm gonna let y'all hear this little episode that I went through. This one's entitled, Why She Leaving Me? Why she leaving me? I don't know. She doesn't believe in me, that's for sure. Is it what I said or where I'm from that convinced her that she's done? Is it a plant or my pride that kept her from seeing what's really inside? Even worse, that forced her to leave with just a bye. No more deep scuba dives searching for where our feelings lie. No more walks late at night with a little salsa on the side. I don't know why. She won't even try. I guess I'll never see her in that beautiful dress wrapped around her figure down her thighs. All I know is that she's tired. And she doesn't like me to drop her. But I won't let her make me a liar and say I'll stop lighting that fire to get what I desire. Is it the tree or my history that she looks at as ugly? Or is it the cloudy cast of smoke from her past that won't let me last? Whatever it may be, my attitude of me in these streets, all I know is my ties to my red eyes have got me sitting here again, lonely. And all I can wonder is, why is she leaving me? My next piece, my next piece is old hotel. Might heard a long way, but this is really past something that's been passed down from generation to generation. Even though when we came over here in America as black people, and I'm gonna just share it with y'all tonight. Get a little into it. Some of y'all probably heard it before. But this is my version of the signifying monkey.
All right.
Y'all bear with me. I'm still getting this down.
Don't worry about it.
Have another drink and jump into it.
I might have to do that. Woo! All right, let's look into this. In the deep down jungle, where the king of the beasts roams, strutting and leaving his trail, the big bad lion stepped on the signifying monkey's tail.
Yes, sir.
The little monkey said, "Ouch, Mr. Lion! You just stomped on me. I know you big and bad, but can't you see?" Lion said, "Move, little monkey. Don't make me mad, 'cause I'm taxing everybody in my path. And yours is due, so you better hush up. And I don't want to hear any of that monkey stuff." Well, the monkey lived in the jungle in an old vine tree, climbing, jumping, and dashing from the line as he makes his rounds throughout the week. Why, every day at dawn, when the lion yawns and struts around, the lion would check those little monkeys for trying to clown in his town. Till one day the monkey got tough, said, "I've had enough. I'm tired of backing down. I got something for that feline for taxing us every time we touch the ground." So the little monkey jumped out of the tree right in front of the lion boldly and with an act of shock said, "I know somebody that you don't want to see. And he talked about you so badly. Now, I ain't trying to start no drama, but I heard he was talking about somebody. Heard that daddy can't swim and darn near drown. Heard the older brother think he younger because he still can't read or count. Heard the sister so big she let a hippo beat her in the race. And I just ain't able to say what he said about your mama to your face. Now, I don't want you to throw no fit, but I heard your grandpa ate all the warthog and got sick. Heard your grandma's jaws are so tired that you can't eat meat. Heard that the aunt and uncle jumped in the river and all the fish turned over in the creek. And what he said about you made me so mad, I had to hold back my anger with everything that I had. The way you was talked about, I just couldn't let you go out. I'm here to say that day, Mr. Elephant don't like you at all. And when you see him, you might want to get out of his way. The lion got red hot, steam blowing off his top. He stormed through the jungle, charging everyone, ready or not. The hyena pack had to pay, the cheetah's checks were cashed, and the zebras added some more zeros, then he raised the rhino's rent. He finally stopped in front of the elephant and stopped at the drop of a dime, said, I hope you're ready. Because I heard your mouth was popping up. And you owe double this time. The elephant looked at the lion and said, I think somebody must have got to your head, cause I don't like to go around causing no bad ties or go around telling lies. The only thing I've got to give you is some good advice. How about you go and pick on somebody your own size? The lion jumped up and gave the elephant a strong swipe. The elephant ducked, then kicked the lion and watched him roll like dice. The lion bounced up and charged with a mighty roar. The elephant charged back with the headbutt that left the lion sore. The rumble and juggle was on. They were going round and around, sun up to sundown. It was the fight of the century to see who ran the tame. The lion was put to the test, but the elephant got the best. He picked him up, slammed him into a tree, and after that, it was all that it could be. The lion went off leaving in a heck of a mess. Told the elephant he'll be back next time with the last of his breath. He finally drug himself back to the jungle like a beat-up rug, more dead than alive, just to run into that little monkey and some more of his signifying jive. The little monkey looked at him and said, oh my God, Mr. Lion, I've seen what you went through. You call yourself king of the jungle? Ha! You couldn't pay me to be you. Why, I seen when he kicked you and rolled your fur all in the ground. Thank God I put my money on the elephant to win that round. Why, every day I run into you when I'm trying to take care of my wife and kids. Here you come moaning, talking about whose jungle this is. While when the jungle is at rest and at the peak of its peace, here you come roaring, talking about you the king of the beast. Oh, you better shut your mouth, and I don't want to catch you without another roar, or I'll hop out this tree and whoop your head some more. And don't you look up here with your sorry paw case, cause I'll sling a banana peel down there and hit you in the face. The monkey got happy, started to jump up and down. His feet missed the limit, come up to the ground. Like a streak of lightning and a ball of white heat, the lion was on his high. With all 4 feet. Dust rolled and tears came to little monkey's eyes. Little monkey looked up and said, look, Mr. Lion, I apologize. Said if you'll let me up, I match your demand. I'll follow every order. I'm yours to command. For a king to do me like this won't serve you well. Cause everybody's saying you jumped on me after I slipped and fell. Said, if you'll at least give me a chance to square off in fair fight, I bet that even I can knock out your lights. The jungle will crown the winner and deliver the king all the rights. What do you say? Can you handle a little monkey's fight? This made the lion mad. It was the boldest challenge he ever had. He squared off for the fight, but the little monkey jumped. Dang, near out of sight. Let him way up about a tree and began to grin, said, look here, you big bad mama jamma. You just been fooled again. Why, I'll take me one of these bananas and bop you good till you run out the neighborhood. And if you ever mess with me again, I'm gonna send you back to my elephant friend. So the things I tell you will never part. What I'm gonna tell you next will break your heart. Your grandma's heart full of fleas and you as dirty as you be. The next time you mess with me, I'll call all the monkeys and come down and whoop you right from out of this tree. The lion looked up with a firm frown. Roar so loud! The little monkey fell back to the ground. The little monkey looked up the sky with tears in his eyes and said, "Please, Mr. Lion, please don't take my life. 'Cause I've got 13 kids and a very ugly wife. And all of my money to you I'll give. Please, Mr. Lion, just let me live." But the lion heard that monkey bad and left him in a wreck and roared once more to put them other little monkeys in check. Signifying job, the monkey was no longer messing with the lion's pride. Nothing he can do, nothing he can cry, but he knew it was the end of his career and his signifying job.
What everybody doing?
Old school.
Yeah, huh?
That's old school.
Well, I just know like for a second there.
That's old school. That's old school.
Look, we got two more ladies who came in. Complimentary drinks back there if you're thirsty. We have Cabernet, White Zinfandel, and then the pink martini in the little thing. So,
Would you like me to get you a drink, my darling?
So, if you're thirsty, please partake. Again, give my man another round of applause for that. You know what I like about that is the fact that you threw all your alarms out the window. You know, you got up there, got your acting on, no matter you know, like you don't care how you look or whatever, you just want to do it, got it off your chest. And that's what this place is all about. So I appreciate it. I applaud that. Yes.
Right on.
So we're gonna keep this thing going. Ms. Reed, are you ready? You pulling up something right now?
Yes.
Wait a minute, wait. What are you doing?
Huh?
What are you doing?
What am I gonna do? One poem and my dress rehearsal.
And then who was that?
My rehearsal.
Oh, okay. All right. I just want to know how to prepare myself for what you're going to do. All right, so ladies and gentlemen. All right, give me one of your favorite artists, you know, besides me. Who else? Besides Robert too. Nobody in this room.
Patti LaBelle.
Okay.
All right.
All right, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, I'm sorry. Look, I've been doing you wrong. Ladies and gentlemen, coming to the stage, fresh off her tour with the great Patti LaBelle, where Patti was opening for her. Please give a warm welcome for the very talented, the very motivated Miss E.
Don't talk just my
Reed, Ms. Erica Reed.
Hello, everyone. Thanks for coming out this evening. Like Corey always says, y'all can fit anywhere, but y'all can here. So thanks for coming. I'm gonna do two pieces. One is a poem that I actually wrote, and the other one is more of a story. So here's the poem. What's the difference between God and the CEO? Hold on. I built this. I created this. This is mine. When you get up to go to work, it's the work that I assigned you to do. I created your passion. When you do work, you get paid. When you don't do no work, you don't get paid. By believing in me and my abilities to make things happen, don't you trust me? Yes or no? Through me, I provide the basics, your food, your shelter, your clothing. Sometimes I'll give you a little extra. And those times when you do a little extra, I'll give you that and some more. So what's the difference between God and the CEO? Thank you. So this next one is a little bit of a story. And it's a question that I get asked a lot because of my profession. My day job is a massage therapist. And the story of how I became a massage therapist is an interesting one, and it was conflicting in the beginning when I would tell people because of how I became one. So this is the story. Three months, I'm working as a bartender and as a server. And within those 3 months, every position that I had, I ended up getting laid off. I have a daughter. I was dating someone at the time. We were staying together, which is, it is what it is. And I'm sitting there, I'm watching television, because I don't have a job, so I'm at home all day long. I have nothing else to do but to figure out how I'm going to pay the next bill, how am I going to pay my portion of the rent, how am I going to put gas in the truck to get my daughter to where she needs to go and do the things that I need and want her to do. So I'm sitting at home, flipping through the penny saver. I don't know if you all know what a penny saver is. It's a circular full of coupons and want ads and things of that nature. And I'm flipping through, and I'm flipping through, and I see an ad. There's an ad in this circular that says, massage therapy classes forming now at Western Career College. Don't laugh, okay? It's a good school, okay? I'm looking at it and I say, I can't go to school right now. I can't afford school. They're not gonna give me financial aid. I tried the college thing, it don't work for me. I've done Alameda College, don't work. I did AIU, doesn't work. I thought about Phoenix, backed out of that one. I've tried college, it just doesn't work. I'm not college, I just work. So, I take this circular, put it on the table. As soon as I close the circular, put it on the table. Remember, I'm watching TV. What comes on TV? You can do it. It's a commercial. Now, there's a lot of commercials about this school. Not one time ever have I seen a commercial that represents massage therapy. You always see the nursing, health tech, those people, you know, the behind the scenes people, the ones that go on the computer all day, the ones that take, you know, your intake when you go to the doctor's office. But no, this one just so happened to be a massage therapy commercial. Okay. It says just call, you might try it, one call can change your life. You know how the commercial go. Okay, so this is what you want me to do? You want me to do massage? Really? You want me to go to school with no job, no nothing? Seriously? Okay. So I make a phone call. It's a Thursday afternoon. I make this phone call. My kid is probably maybe about 1 or 2 o'clock in the afternoon. And I call. Of course, it's the 800 number. They reroute me to the closest campus, which is the San Leandro campus over here at Bayfair Mall. I'm like, okay, don't hurt to call. Like Ray Charles said, don't hurt to talk. Right? Okay. The worst they can say is, we'll take you, and the worst I can say is no. So I called, talked to the admissions rep. I'll never forget his name. His name is Carlos. Well, he doesn't work there now, but Carlos is his name. And he's talking to me, and he says, can you come in today? Can you come in today? You know, I used to sell cars, so I know how that fast talk goes, get people to come in today, and sign up for something they can't afford, do something they don't want to do. I get that. I used to do that, which is why I quit. So, he gets me, I go down there, I said, okay, let me go down there and just see what's going on. I ain't doing nothing anywhere, right? So I go down there, 10 minutes away. Sign in, meet with Carlos, walks me around the campus. Okay. I'm looking. Well, next thing you know, he's like, well, we have a class forming on Monday, and we have another class that will form 6 weeks from now, because you know it's an all year round school, so it's every 6 weeks you get a new group of people. He said, so you can either try and sign you up to start Monday, or we can try and sign you up for July. I told him like this, you don't sign me up today, I'm not coming back in July. I already know how my brain thinks. I already know how I change my mind about stuff. So if you don't get me in today, I'm not coming back. Even though he told me to go, I wasn't going to come back. So he says, all right, well, you know, we have to go through the financial aid process, you have to do the assessment, you know, the little test they give you, the little easy little test that you took like in elementary school or whatever, you know. So I take this test. Of course, I passed the test, it's not hard. So, next thing you know, I go through financial aid, because he asked me, do I have any defaults? I'm like, well, I did try this one school out, but it didn't quite work, so I don't know, I don't know, stuff like that. So he said, well, it doesn't hurt to try. So I go to financial aid, what do you know? There's nothing on my credit. So I'm just sitting there at the financial aid office like, is this for real? Am I really about to get enrolled in school? I didn't take this test. I don't do financial aid. Like, really? You really want me to do it? I don't want to touch people. I don't even like that healthcare field. I don't want to do this. Really? Why do I have to do this? Why do I have to do this? So I go through the financial aid and everything, and next thing you know, it's Thursday afternoon. I done passed the test and went through financial aid. I'm completely cleared. I showed up in school on Monday. This is a 9-month program. I finished in 8 months. The reason why I finished in 8 months is because during the program, you have an externship at the end, as most classes do. However, our program, because we use our bodies as most of the time, we're not just sitting down doing the paperwork and stuff, we have less hours of externship. So my instructor was so cool. She said, well, if you do those externship hours during your program, I'll calculate those and add those so that way you don't have to do your externship if you choose not to. Well, I'm not a big believer in working for free unless it's a partnership, so therefore I'm not going to do no externship because I ain't going to get nothing out of it. So let me figure out the quick way because I like to work smarter and not harder, so therefore I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to do all my externship hours during the program. Every event that popped up, I was there. They needed an event created, I did it. They wanted, there wasn't an after-school program where we could help each other out, like a study group. I implemented one and got everybody who joined up to be able to get externship hours. Okay, great. You only need 45 in the massage therapy program. I finished with 50. Finished in 8 months, finished with 5 hours over than what was actually mandated of me to have. And at that point, it was like, okay, now what? My original goal while in school was never to do no spa work. I'm not trying to pamper nobody for what? I don't even want to really touch people. Because what fascinated me the most during the program about massage therapy is the science, because I'm a nerd. I'm a nerd at heart. I love Star Wars. I love all that science fiction stuff. I love how the body works. I love how one thing is connected to this, and if you eat this, this does this, and it's amazing how your body is. And that's what ignited my passion about massage therapy. So apparently he knew something that I didn't, which made it more relative to me, which got me to understand, okay, maybe I could use this information for something else, other than just touching people. Okay, so my first idea was I'm not gonna do no spas. Not pampering nobody. Y'all got enough money. Y'all don't need me to pamper you. I'm gonna go to the Cairo office. I'm gonna do sports massage. I'm gonna do where we count. I'm gonna make a name for myself. Where do I end up? At a spa. I've done a spa. I worked at UC Berkeley. I worked at Kaiser on 18th and Harrison. Over there working on the employees. I had my own practice twice. One in Dublin and one on 19th Street. I've done pretty much everything you could possibly do, at least to me, in this industry. I've worked on elderly people, I've worked on amputated people, I've worked on children, I've worked on people with diabetes, people with AIDS. If they got it, they got it. With hairy people, no-neck people, every type of person you could think of. My ultimate goal, like I said at the beginning, if you remember, was to work at a chiropractic office. The average massage therapist only works 15 to 20 hours a week. That's it. And can still maintain a regular, typical lifestyle. It took me 5 years to get to this point. I now work at a chiropractic office. A wonderful chiropractic doctor. If you guys want to know where he is, just let me know and I'll let you know where he is. Great, he's a great person. And I only work 16 hours a week.
Beautiful.
I work 16 hours a week and I moonlight as everything else, and that paid. My day job pays for everything else. Am I licensed? No. Why? Because I have the choice not to be. Am I certified? Yes, because I went to school for it. There are therapists out here that don't even have the information and the techniques that I do because they're already into their own zone. They want to do what they want to do. They just want to touch you to get into your pocket. I don't want to touch you to get in your pocket because I don't want your money. I just want you to feel better. Your leg hurt? I can fix that. Your head hurt? I can work on that too. What's wrong with your shoulder? I can probably do it. I can't diagnose you. I'm not a doctor. But I probably know a little bit. I could probably pinpoint it faster than your doctor can. I'm not going to prescribe you no pills. So, what I'm going to do is, by being a therapist, and now that I've gotten to the point where it's been 5 years, I've mastered everything that I've set my goal to master. Now at this point, I'm ready to transition because I feel what I share with my patients, that means that the lack of information they have when they see me means that the therapist that they saw before me didn't do their job. So now I have to do what the therapist didn't do plus my job. So guess what now my new goal is? I need to get a team of therapists to do what I do so they can do my job for me so I can just pay them. Because by heart, I'm a CEO and an entrepreneur. I don't naturally work for people. I work for myself and I work for you.
Beautiful.
That's why I'm in massage therapy. And if it wasn't for massage therapy, I wouldn't be on TV. I wouldn't be a TV personality. Because the person who was the producer of this TV show, she was my patient at the chiropractic office in West Point. I didn't even know she was a TV producer. I just thought she was a, working lady. And if it wasn't for that, then I wouldn't be there. And that's why this story is really just to show that even though wherever you are, whatever you did, and you didn't think that was supposed to be you, and you wasn't supposed to do that, or you didn't think you would ever do it, because I put this on everything I love, and God knows this, I did not ever want to be in the healthcare field. Ever. And I'm still here. Does it take a toll on my body? Yes. And with that being said, that's exactly why I'm looking to transition to help somebody else. And that's my story as a massage therapist.
That's beautiful. That's beautiful.
Erica never sticks to the time. Erica, everybody gonna do 2 poems. That's roughly 7, 8, maybe 9 minutes.
She was practicing for tomorrow night.
I understand. That's what she told me earlier today. We're practicing for tomorrow.
That's right. You did it, baby. I'm on your side. I'll drink to that.
Thank you. Cheers. Cheers.
I agree and everything. So, y'all ladies want to do something? You scared? Okay, I can see you. All right, bro. Appreciate you coming out.
That's right.
You say what now? Scared? All right, so we're going to get the show going, ladies and gentlemen. This is called New Monday because all the poems we've been doing have been new.
Right.
I missed 2 of them. I think 2 new ones. I think there's one. Ooh, this one. Woo! But it's called New Monday, because last week my man over there said, let's do this, we're gonna do new poems. So, I wrote a couple, brought up a couple that I haven't memorized, and I did a couple. And so it's time for him to come up and do a couple of his poetry. And then come back up and we're gonna keep this thing going. So ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the stage a staple here at Imagine Fair Art Lounge at Lyrical Lounge. Please, Mr.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Won't you give me a yes?
Yes.
Give me another yes.
Yes.
Tonight is creative night. You know why it should be creative? Not only because of new poems. Psychologically, it is good for you when you create something new. Remember this, the brain is always eavesdropping at your thoughts. And when you create something new, your brain take that newness, tell different parts of your body, and it creates good cosmic energy. Woo! Wasn't that bad? I was speaking in a real sense. I'm getting ready for the 27th of this month here. I know most of you heard of Jordan Taylor. Jordan Taylor and I will be here on the 27th from 9 o'clock, from 9:30 to 4:30. We'll be doing workshops and seminars on how to be a brand new you. Newness. Newness for bone, newness. There is the world. Then there's the universe. Then there's different continents. Then there's different countries. There are different states. There are different cities. There are different towns. There are different counties. And then there is the east side, the west side, the north side, the south side. I come this way to meet you tonight to ask you, where do you live? I tell you where I live. I live in the now. The reason I live in the now, because in the now, I'm going to do something great. I'm going to make my dreams come true. In the now, I recognize that I am a divine design that expresses itself through the universe. In the now, I recognize that I am the only blockage in my world. So today, I'll get out of my way. In the now, I recognize that because of those fortunate things, my boys would green their name, seeing other names in bright lights. But in the now, I have my own hero. In the now, I recognize that I love being. Woo! I love my trials and tribulations, they strengthen me.
see wisdom. I love the youth for them I see thinking, but also I love me. Because I love me, I won't abuse me, I won't misuse me in the now. I'm going to trade in servanthood for masterhood. I ask you tonight, where do you live?
And now,
Where do you live?
and now,
And so it is. Give me a big That's my new this.
That's the new one. I live on the west side of the town.
You know, I'd like to tell you about 408 14th Street. This is a very special place. So if you come up in here to perform, you're not coming because you don't have nothing to do. Because up in here with challenge, this is raw blood. Let's get this place a big hand. Come on. I told you, I'm going to be here with Jewel Diamond Taylor. Valerie, Mrs. Flynn informed me, and her name is Charlene, but anyway, she's a great artist. She's going to do a big dinner thing here one Thursday night. But guess what I'm going to bring here? Dr. Dennis Kimber. You know Dr. Dennis Kimber? He's the one who wrote the book, Think and Grow Rich, Black Chunks. So look at here, you understand? Not only that, you got to record that. Don't go another thing to a studio tomorrow. Man, do you know you step from old time until whole new day? You got to record that if you don't think you do it. Okay, doing this. I was trying to sneak, but since he wrote something, I'm going to get that. I can take the glasses off to read. But, oh, God. This is what I was trying to remember. Can I take my glasses off?
Hey, bro.
Take my glasses off.
Oh, yeah.
Take my glasses off. Those one glasses anyway. Those my introduction glasses. I'm being introduction tonight. I'm being introduction when I get paid. This is still you because you haven't heard.
That's right.
I tried to sneak on you, and I tried to remember. I said, this is the whole weekend I couldn't remember it.
We know you was partying this for Yeah, we know you was getting down.
But that was new though. The first one I think was new.
Yeah.
Was she good? Was she good tonight?
Oh, yeah.
She's one of my students. And what she was doing is get ready. My students on tomorrow, they will be here making their debuts for professional speakers. We won't be back when we'll be up here. And I'm going to close it out. And I'm going to close it out with, there's a new sheriff in town. So that's the thought. Why don't people talk about love no more? What do you hear about negative stuff that where do you go? Just look at it as they take a trip through the mirror of their mind. Ain't it funny all the junk they find? But this is what I'd like to know. Why don't people talk about love no more? Don't they know real love is the key to success? They know that real love will put that negative stuff to rest? Don't they know that real love heals? Don't they know that real love is love will? All people talk about love no more. Just listen to them, listen to them, listen to them, listen to them. Every word they say, listen, as they give their energies away. To me, it's a mystery. As they allow their man to go back in history. I don't want people talk about love no more. Maybe they don't love themselves. Maybe there's no love left. Why don't people talk about love no more? But I know this one thing. I'm a love demon. I love to share love, to give love, to feel love, to love, to taste love, to be love, to baby love, dream love. That's why I can talk about love. Woo!
Give me another round of applause. Talk about, hey, y'all gonna sit up there, y'all gonna pay the hell attention. That's what y'all gonna do. No, I'm kidding. Just kidding. Just kidding. Oh man, that was good. I like that. That was new.
That was new.
Because I had never heard it before.
That was new.
So it was new. Fellas, we enjoying ourselves. We all right?
All right.
Ladies, we enjoying ourselves. We all right?
Yes.
I want you to know something. In the history of like mankind, period, it's the first time men ever beat women in anything. They clap was louder than y'all. I just want y'all to know that. I've never heard that before. I'll give y'all another chances. Ladies, we enjoying ourselves tonight. Fellas, we enjoying ourselves. Okay, we're gonna wait for everybody to first. We talking all sick shit. This is going serious. Here in the background, so I get what you're doing back
Let's get it back on.
Hey, Corey, why you thinking of the next one? Why don't I do an invitation?
You want, hey, I'm gonna think about the next one. I got my next one.
I know you got it. I know you
I
got
will
it.
definitely call you up. Ladies and gentlemen, please give a good, he's a good friend of ours. He's a very strong supporter. Please give a warm welcome to Mr. Norman. Wow. You have to be less reserved over there.
You know, I like to thank everybody for coming out tonight. I regard this place as a very special place. My name is Norman Brown, and my event is called a cause celebration. People say cause what? Because I need somewhere to go.
No, that's right.
Because I need something to do.
Oh, that's
Because I don't really know you.
Yeah.
You know, we haven't met yet. Because it's Thursday.
Yeah.
The fourth Thursday of the month. So that's the call celebration. What I like to do is invite all of you to come out. It's the fourth Thursday every month. Right here. And it's a beautiful place. I don't know what you know about the transformations. I walked in right after they walked in and looked around and said, wow, you know. Whew, what a God. But 2 days later, I came back. And from then on, it's been getting better and better. You know, this place has a special warmth, special spirit to it. And it's up to us to see. I have a very selfish reason. See, I support events. I support venues. I support artists. I support them for a very selfish reason. Because I'm a man on the go. People say, wow, at your age, why are you out all the time? Because I love being out. I've been out since I was not old enough to be out. You know? I was sneaking in places on Broadway and places like that when I was too young, and the musicians just said, you know, artist Norman, let him in. You know, and I'd be right there, because, you know, I'm a musician, I don't play an instrument, but I know music. And because I never bothered to master an instrument, I was going to play trumpet, but I blew up something in the middle of my ear because my friend hit me with a rock on this side, but that's beside the point. But I know music. So I support these the door. But we ask you to give the DJ a little tip, buy a little food, buy a couple of drinks. As a matter of fact, the more you drink, the better the DJ sounds. But see, it's important. I was looking around. See, I grew up in an age where black folks provided everything that they needed, that we needed, from cradle to grave. I'm from Edenville, Florida, an all-black town. And until I was 15 years old, I never dealt with a white authority. Our folks kept us away from the Klan, the local police, on the penalties of death. Theirs, not ours. Their penalty for messing with us was their death. So as a result of that, we've got that label, and even right to this day, if people in that area, because I tell people from my area in Florida that I'm from Edenville, first thing they say, oh, you want them crazy niggas. That means that we fight back. See, and I'm working with young people right now who very much need all of our protection. We've got to set up a barrier that is so strong between the authorities and our youngsters. So I work over at McLean's, and that's a long story, but all of you understand that the normal, regular classroom right now is failing too many of our young people. I teach alternative methods. If I get to a youngster this tall and real young, I can teach him to do 9 numbers in his head if nobody ever taught him that he couldn't do it. Because math is the easiest subject. You only do 1 or 2 things, add or subtract. And the beauty of it is that there's only one right answer and you can prove that it's right. But my point is that we need to do more about building a community. And let's stop pretending that we live in a colorblind society and realize that we live in a society that's blinded by color. So we need to start, venues like this. When you think of having your affair, your party, or your gathering of your friends, come to court, come to garage, bring them here. So we keep this going.
Amen.
And it's not just this venue, but there are other venues. We've got to learn to support ourselves. There's a joke, and I'll finish. There used to be a joke. In the old days, there used to be wagons through the South that sold ice. You had a horse and buggy, and a horse and wagon, and they had ice on the back of it. Because we had ice boxes and not refrigerators. So people would buy ice. And black people would flock, or Negroes in those days, would flock to a white ice truck. And one of the brothers said, come on now, why are you buying ice from white folks? And one person stood up proud and said, well, white folks' ice is colder than black folks' ice. We still think that. And we gotta stop it. We just gotta stop it. You gotta support our and I'm so happy that you're here, and I'm inviting you to our cause celebration, which will be on the 4th Thursday of this month, right here. Come and bring friends. We party, we party, dance, and have fun. And if you want to, this might hand you one, we're more interested in you meeting each other. And there are too many of us who don't know each other. We have not done a need to asset or sex into this community. Right. We don't know what we have. We have everything that we need right here in this community. Right?
Mr. Oakland's Newman Brothers.
Right. And it is, failed to mention, it is free on every fourth Thursday.
Right.
It don't cost you anything to come in. And I tell you, that we here all the time. They have a blast. They had the first one here. Got it a couple of Thursdays ago. It was absolute blast. You probably had about 50 or 60 people came out actually. Yeah, 50 or 60 people came out and they get their little jet band on, they little wobble, they get it in, they have a good time. And
Was they doing the Chicago step?
if you want to, you can. You gotta be here. And it's open to everybody that's 21 and over. Gotta be at least 21, right?
Right.
Gotta be at least 21 come in. I would suggest you come out, they have a good time. This is maturity up in here. When they up in here having a good old time. With that being said, a couple more announcements. This Thursday, I'm sorry. This Thursday, we have a mixer here. This Thursday, the Bay Area Black Expo is actually having a mixer here. And it's free for all who want to come from 5 to 9, I do believe. From 5 to 9 p.m. Bay Area Black Expo is having a mixer. You all want to come. This Saturday, Made Man Entertainment is having a mixer here. And that one is actually $10 because they're gonna have a DJ and a little food and a bar. It's basically gonna be a party actually. This Saturday, it's basically gonna be a party.
Yeah.
It's called a Summer Nights Mixer. But it's basically a party that they're having here, and that is from 6 p.m. until 11. Got it? What time I say? I'm saying that. Huh? Okay. Okay. Let's see if you pay attention. 6 p.m. to 11 p.m. And you all are welcome to come out if you're not doing anything. I mean, I'll be here because, I run the place, so pretty much that. And this Sunday, we're having a speed date going on this Sunday. This speed dating, it is from, I don't know, look on our website. I think it's from like 7 till something, or I don't even know. But look on the website. You go on Facebook, right? It's the Magic Affairs Heart Lounge. If you like the page, you'll see everything that's going on.
Would you announce tomorrow night?
I will get there.
Yes, sir. Tomorrow
I
night.
will get there.
Yes, sir.
Although you announced it already, but I will do it again.
Do it again. Because it feels good coming from you.
I'll go right there. I got it. And tomorrow night, Tuesday, Mr. Rimani Silas has a graduating class tomorrow for his public speaking class. Erica will be one of the graduates. She will be getting her certificate. Yes, give her a round of applause. And that is free. If you guys want to come out just to support, that is from 6:30
to 8.
6:30 to 8. So you guys want to come out, see her receive her ticket and the certificate and the other people. And then there you go. Okay? Don't ever know what I'm saying.
Are you ready to do another round?
Got this. We gonna cut you off.
Okay. I'm on my way to Chicago, so I'm celebrating.
Everybody from Chicago, that's what they do when you ask them where you from, and they out this way. Where you from? And yeah,
They do the kick leg.
I know that. Where you from? We stand on where we from. So yeah, we're gonna go around and this is new, right? This is new.
Why you getting crunk though?
See that? New is hard already. This is a hard love poem. Gonna go like this. Actually, you heard it before, but it's new to them.
Okay.
You run, you flow, you drip. Dripping promises of enriching, declarations of delivery, guarantees of being one's lifeline. Fluidity is how you reached my mind, how you reached my time. See, making my emotions reborn as a breach. Feet first is the worst because you don't know what's to come afterwards. So with my emotions being breached, my feelings for you will now start to run backwards, flow backwards, drip backwards, back up into its cage, filled with new hatred and rage as it overflows. See, you were supposed to be my libation for my emotional dehydration. But with your broken faucet, I damn near lost it because your spout was spewing and shooting out hot lies and spraying out cold truths, leaving me parched and thirsty for you. What? That's new. Right? Right? This is new. Ish. If I can even remember, ish. Excuse me. To the young ladies. Excuse me. Okay, let me give you the premise, actually. This is a poem about, you know, when you get tired of these young fellas walking up to you, approaching you, trying to, as they say, get at you, and, hey, ma, how you doing? Or can I holler at you for a minute? That type of stuff. Yeah, this is a poem about approaching a young lady. I think kind of the right way. Or whatever. It goes like this. If I can remember, I got stuck on it. Excuse me, that's why it's raining. Trying to remember that next one. I know what came after that. Right? Very sheesh. Excuse me. Can I ask you a question? How many of these men in here try to get to know you tonight? Promising you the moon while at the same time trying to dim down the lights? Now, I know you don't know me from Adam, so you may think that I'm giving you some of the same. That is not right. Hold on, I'm getting this correct. Hold on. That's that. I got caves, I got a system, it has to be right. Excuse me. Can I ask you a question? How many of these men in here try to get to know you tonight? Promising you the moon while at the same time trying to dim your lights? Now, I know that you had a lot of conversations or what they like to call game. And I understand that you don't know me from Adam, and you may think that I'm giving you some of the same, see. But for you to protect your heart, your emotions right now, but that just can't be looked at as vain, and all I can do is be real with you and hope that you can see that I'm trying to tell you the truth. Now, I don't have a lot of fortune and I don't have a lot of fame. But before I get into all that first, let me introduce myself by name. Hi. My name is Corey. See, and with you being so protective and so inquisitive like a detective, I know that you may think that I'm trying to give you some kind of story, see, but I'm not. If you have a question, I actually want you to ask it. See, I want you to know that honesty is what I'm serving tonight. See, I'm one who strongly believes in the classics, what a tangle web we weave when we first practice web, you know the rest, right? See, this is what I need for you to understand. Before I can even hold on for a second. This is what I need for you to understand. That's the rest of the poem. See, this is what I need for you to understand. See, this is what I need for you to understand as you sit there and you prejudge me on this journey which we will soon embark. Before I can even think about trying to get you in my hands, see, I first want to get you in my heart. See, I want to put super glue on my fingers and whisper my name on the tips. So when I caress your face, my touch will linger, and then you have no choice but to keep my name stuck on your lips. Right? See, now I've seen you shoot boys, I've seen you shoot guys down from a boy all the way up to a man. You did it politely with a pretty smile. You sent them on their way when you saw them coming. See, but this is my thought process. I'm not looking for a one-night stand. I'm looking for a one-life woman. See, and we all have our baggage and our issues. And if your baggage and your issues tend to get into your present and your future way, and it makes your back and your arms sore too, then sweet, put your baggage down, put it down right there and watch it. Pick it up and carry it forward. See, and when my boys look at me and say, man, I can't believe you let your woman train you, man, you a punk. So I would look them dead in their eyes and I would tell them, I let my woman inform, enlighten, and improve me, so now I know exactly what my woman wants. See, and I can say that with absolutely no shame. I know what my woman wants, but you can continue to play the guessing game. See, and I can tell you, sweetie, as a man, for us, sometimes stupidity is a curse. See, but I believe that chivalry is not dead. So when we're in that crowded mall and you want to try something on, best believe I have no problems carrying your purse. So now I know that you have to go. So thank you for listening to me and thank you for paying attention indeed. Now I know that you may think that all men are dogs, we know how to say in others. But when you think of me, just understand, I'm a different breed. Real quick. Yeah. Have this young man come up here, do another. Yeah. I'm gonna have him do another, Kevin will do another, everybody do another, who else is here perform?
Corey. It's a poem.
Yeah. Corey.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna rant, it's a poem.
Okay.
For real.
You know, I love your poetry. You know, I just want to thank you. You know, the one come with me.
Yes.
You know, when I said that, she said, better you come with me, that will work.
Come with me? Yeah, it will. So, yes. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, go right back to the stage. Please give a warm welcome for Mr. A.O.
First one, reasons.
Okay, I said one, go ahead.
Go to the bloom, how to come fool. I got reasons. Black reasons, blue reasons. Everybody jump reasons. I got reasons. That picture we took when you was on the 6 reasons. Come star reasons. Mardi Gras reasons. You bigger than reasons. I got reasons. No food in the pot reasons. Looking everywhere reasons. I thought you didn't care reasons. Once is not enough reasons. Golden dress in the winter reasons. Sleepyhead reasons. I got reasons. Family reunion, everyone not there. If Lucille, I thought Baca reasons. I got reasons. Then I went away reasons. That very same day, no reason. Now, this is how it came to be. I was born in a day when blacks had to stay in their own yards and streets and hoods. Then came a white horse across the yard, changed the way we lived, followed by a black man who said, free the people. That was me. Playing jazz and blues, causing a movement with rudeness, ending up with hallelujah. It's carnival time. Louis A. is my name. Now, with $11 that men came from far away to marry, my genes were so carried to every region of the world, because I'm blessed. So are you now. I am virtual, potent. So wonderful is now.
That was short, but then 2 short counted as 1. I said 1, but that's okay. Did you think? You ready, brother? Okay, he don't even want an introduction. Kevin!
This is good.
You know what? I guess I'm gonna do so I'll cover the other ones too.
Ain't nobody listening to my group, but go right on here. That's all right. I'm gonna drink some water.
Let the spirit go.
Right.
Alright, I'm not gonna do the expression. This is just one.
Do your 2 short.
I got 2. Okay. I got one freshman, one. I'm gonna share this lesson with y'all. This one's called, entitled, Lesson 1. An opening of an eye is the key to an opening of a door. Loved ones pass by with high, foul friends pass by and you ignore. Pathways guided by the sky leads the ways of journeys to explore. A new day's footsteps many things to absorb. Carrying of heavy tasks builds the will and drive for more. Good things are made to last, bad things crumble and fall to the floor. Lesson 1. And this one is a new one I did for the youngsters. I was having fun in the summer camp. I taught for 4 years the Berkeley Black Repertory together. Give it up for the Berkeley Black Repertory. I got to know a lot of people, young, old, taught, you know what I'm saying, connected, experienced, you know what I'm saying. Got on stage, sweating and stuff, but I wrote this, you know what I'm saying, this is just for the youngsters, you know what I'm saying, just a little something in my poetry class that I wrote, so this is teaching a little bit something about numbers. This one's entitled, No One Tops 10. 1, 2. Numbers I do for you as we fix 3 to pump like 5 cause 6 is hungry and 7, 8, 9 just to stay alive. Then all the numbers had to run and hide because the 1 had a 0 always by its side.
No, that's not.
Yeah, give it a round of applause. All right. Yeah. You gonna do 2 also?
Yup. Okay. This first one is called Random Thought. Don't just come on. And okay, so let me just give you a premise real quick. I'm 32, but when I was younger, my auntie told me, I probably was maybe about 8 or 9, but she told me I was wise beyond my years. And I didn't really understand that until I actually wrote this. Sometimes it's hard being that person. It's simple. Sometimes it's hard being a person that people view, as the term goes, wise beyond your years. Others' expectations exceed your own. This can build unwarranted pressure on an individual who in their own eyes are simply following their heart and trying to make sense in a common senseless world. It also can make it difficult to fit in with peers. Different thought processes, lack of understanding, and an unopenness to agree to disagree. What works for some do not work for others, and at the end of the day, I feel everyone should stay in their lane. And if you're not about support of a dream of another, take that same energy and focus on your own. And this one, I think you 3 heard this one. This is called The Well. It can be difficult at times to be seen as the well that doesn't run dry. You give and you give because that's all that you know how to do. To be selfish with the water would be wrong and unfair. Some need your water because they don't know where else to get it from. Some seek your water because they don't know how they can utilize, because they know how, I'm sorry. It can be difficult at times to be seen as the well that doesn't run dry. You give and you give because that's all you know how to do. To be selfish with the water would be wrong and unfair. Some need your water because they do not know where else they can get it from. Some seek your water because they know how they can utilize it for their own personal gain. Some want your water because they see it as a necessity. Everyone is thirsty at some point. That is how the connection works. It is great to be needed, sought out after, and wanted, but at what cost? Being true to yourself is all that is left. Accepting the pain of constant take begins to wear and tear out at the well. And when the well at times has a drought, who assists in the replenishment? It becomes the norm to no longer wait for a giver. What does become the norm is the wait for how much water they are willing to take. What's going to happen to the well?
When we first met, we were strangers. A conversation or two, we became a friend. Romance followed. I discovered that we were in love. But now we've departed. Oh yes, I've heard you crying in the lateness of the night, and your salty tears wound my breathing. I like that I dreamed the dreams we used to dream together. But this particular night I find myself all alone. Is everything that's wrong. So with this black pen in my black hand, I thought I'd write on this white piece of paper and say, my Stella, asking you the course of your day has been one of my most chanceful thoughts. Yet it's still beautiful, always will, because you did the same. Life is too sweet for us to focus on that plate. So ours must dominate all roads. What part should we play? But it's been said that none can take the real out of realities. You hide yourself within yourself. You have emotion contradicts and it says, then no one can direct the course of life. But if love finds you worthy, let us direct your course. Let shall not be possessed, shall be possessed. That is insufficient to do. And then you tell me to say goodbye. Farewells and goodbye are too stubborn, too doggone stubborn. How can I say something no way who I really mean? Must I say goodbye to my son and every little day? Must I say goodbye to my moon in both sleepless and sleepless nights? Must I say goodbye to my crave, my desire? No. Ask of me anything, but don't ask of this. My Stella, my star. And now, as time is taking this course, isn't it funny? We're friends all over again. Her name is Buzzy Eye. I got the Buzzy Eye people because I'm leaving the bar going back to Chicago. Buzzy Eye was in the movie. Buzzy Eye was in the movie Cool and High. She was in Mahogany. She was in Theory. And she was in Blues Brothers. And I was invited to a Christmas party in June. That's what they do in Chicago. And Louis Ball told Sunshine that I was there. Sunshine called, he told Showtime we long called him up and for me to do this exciting. I said, no one just wants to come just start dancing. Oh, she was just dancing. She was just dancing. I was just saying. All night I was looking for her. I was looking. Just when I was over with, I found her. And she gave me, at that time, Mama's hair like her was sure. Mama was on, I called for 3 days and I got in touch with her. And we started dating and one day she came to me and she brought her brochure with me. All these different pictures because she was all these different characters. And we saw this one picture. That one picture I said, I was saying what this was. She said, yeah, what this picture was, yeah. And I got this one picture. I said, oh, black woman. There's no flawless pink or red to compare with your beauty that lights the eye. Kissed by the taste of the mind. Seeing your son Scott's head is standing there, upon your head a crown you wear, causing all the world to stop and stare. Oh black woman, oh black woman, oh black woman, oh black woman, oh black woman. Come and let me taste the sweetness of your lips. Hold your tender hand, that the world might understand. From your womb come down to living man. Oh black woman, because of you I seek to be great. Stand aside is my rightful place. You're like the prize at the end of every race. So, oh black woman, to God I fall on my knees, giving thanks to every breath that I breathe, giving thanks not for silver, gold, house and land, because you're mine. Oh, black woman.
Another round of applause, everybody. I'm talking about. You guys enjoy yourself tonight?
Yeah, immensely.
You enjoy yourself tonight?
Yeah.
Beautiful, beautiful. We appreciate you coming out and do this every single Monday. We start around 8:15-ish.
Oh, beautiful.
When people get here, get here at 8:15. We'll start at 8:15. Right. Every single Monday, you guys are welcome to come out, tell a friend, and tell a friend, and tell a friend. We'll have more friends and more people in here. So next Monday, you guys come. What's that?
8:15.
Yeah.
Something like that, but different.
You coming to perform next Monday? You gonna be ready next Monday? A long time about it. You gonna be ready too? Maybe. Maybe. You gonna be ready also?
Yes.
She gonna bring her son too.
I just appreciate it.
Okay.
Okay.
We need those.
We say we don't play music,
Yeah.
instrument, but we appreciate
We
it.
appreciate it. We definitely like to support us, huh? You gonna be overseas? I ain't putting pressure on you though. You coming next Monday? Well, if you can't, we here every single Monday, right? Right. So, with that being said, I always close out the show with a poem too. So now relax, it's almost over. And what I'm going to do is, I'm going to end the last poem I'm going to do is the second poem that I did, the new one, because they mixed it out.
There you go. Redeem yourself.
But I'm going to do this one first. And if you was at my party, you probably heard it because I did this one there. It's still new.
New round two.
Right. Okay, here. Goes like this. In the beginning, I did what I had to do intellectually to impress her. And then physically, I undressed her. See, but now here we are 2 years later, and we're sitting on the edge of our bed as I'm watching sports on this television that's perched up on our dresser. And then she approaches me. And in her mind, she was being all endearing. See, but in my mind, she was being all interfering. See, the game was on. But she said, I need for you to pay attention, and I don't need for you to have that selective hearing. I need for you to listen. And I replied to her with a non-listening intention, babe, I hear you. See, but she was already obviously in a mind frame of her own, because she stepped her frame in front of the game and turned that television off and said, I need for you to pay attention to me. I don't need for you to hear me. I need for you to listen. See, and she said this without raising her voice, which was a smart choice, because now she has my undivided attention. So, baby, what do you need? And with strength in her voice and power in her words, she leaned over and she said, make me the center of your universe. Listen. Rehearse me, then disperse me like your poetry. Listen. Glue my love to your hand so that you can never let go of me. Listen. Desire me, but resist your temptations to touch me. Listen. But caress and still thrill me. Listen. Love me so much that I can be standing right here and you can be in the next building and you can still feel me. Listen. See, and understand that my eyes are deep enough for your insecurities and your jealousies to drown in. And my convictions are strong enough for you to stand on and trust me. See, I don't want you to buy me flowers to show me that you love me. I want you to buy me flowers because you love me. See, and I need you to understand the difference. Because when I'm fussing and fighting and panicking and venting, I need for you to understand when to answer my questions with just silence and just listen. And I promise that I don't always mean to pounce on you. But I'll put all these numbers on your chest, your shoulders, and your back to make sure that my future, my life, my love can count on you. Listen. See, and I told her, baby, see, to be honest with you, lately when we've been having conversations, my mind is definitely being on fishing. But after hearing that, every word that comes out of your mouth, I promise, I guarantee I will. Listen. Like that? Yeah. You see how cool I was with that walk away?
Yeah.
Oh, G stuff right there. Alright. Holding out with this one. This is the one you guys missed. Okay? It's brand spanking new for like stutter the witch. You won't know. This is new. Here you go. Okay, now you may not know this, but I overheard you at times questioning, even asking yourself, is he the one? Am I the one? Well, see, you're the only person who can actually answer that. As a matter of fact, let me put it to you in my own words. Let me tell you like this. See, when people first meet, their attraction is 90% superficial because it's all about how a person looks, right? Well, listen closely to the word that's about to emerge from my mouth. See, when I first met you, it was like my world was in reverse because I fell in love with you from the inside out. See, and I don't mean to sound obscene as I describe this scene, but before I even talk, I don't mean to sound obscene as I describe this scene. Dang it. Wait a minute. That's on the floor. See, I have a cadence. I gotta get it. Just me, perfectionist when it comes to my poem. Okay, let me rewind a little bit. Okay. Focus, correct. There you go. So listen closely to the words that's about to emerge from my mouth. It's like when I first met you, my world was reversed because I fell in love with you from the inside out. See, and I don't mean to sound obscene as I describe this scene, but physically, I don't mean to sound obscene. But your physical beauty wasn't even noticed. But your physical beauty wasn't even stated. Okay. I don't mean to sound obscene, but physically your beauty wasn't even seen until I had a conversation with you. And shit. That was great. Right? I gotta get y'all back in that mood. Stop laughing.
Work with it.
I don't mean to sound obscene as I described the scene, but physically your beauty wasn't even seen until I had a conversation with you. See, and it's like you drew the plans, you scrapped the diagram for your man. It's like you took bolts and rivets and you drilled them into this steel to create a solid structure. And then you laced my feet and put them deep in concrete, and then you took every element out of creation. See, and now I know that there is no possibility of me failing with you as my foundation. See, because you put in most of the work. And then there was a lot of time and a lot of effort that was spent. And there were some days that you had this pondering expression on your face. There was a lot of correction and red marks and a lot of erase marks on this page, but never did you relent. So now you hold in your hand your life and your future plans, which is drawn and etched out on this here blueprint. See, basically what I'm saying is, honey, I'm built for you. So let me go past the epithelials and get deep into your marrow so that I can tap into your energy. Let you know that my love is deeper than the ocean, so won't you come swim with me? See, I'm not trying to make a special moment, I'm trying to create a lifelong memory. So as I ingrain our love into your brain, I will affect your gray matter. Because our love will never simply be just black and white. That's why our gray matters. See, as our cerebellum starts to vibrate and then begins to wiggle, as it slides your right brain and then drifts my left brain to the middle, I drift my left brain till we can meet somewhere in the middle and logically. See, logically, I will analyze the creativity between you and I as I remain true. And as far as our lifelong picture together, I'm already framed for you. See, this is why I held to you so tightly with desperation, in fear or trying to interfere with the separation. See, I can appreciate Abraham Lincoln and his proclamation, but from your love, I do not want an emancipation. See, I'm a slave for you. And to the rest of the world, my real power is so impenetrable, but it always seemed like I caved for you. And it's like you have me on ecstasy. Got me running around here dancing and swinging these glow sticks on the inside. I'm 60, honey, I'll rave for you. And despite the lack of my idiosyncrasies or my male stupidity, I will be in love from the cradle to the grave with you. See, God knows your wants, your needs, and your heart. And he took your life good parts and then he produced me. See, sweetheart, I was made for you. So allow me to answer that question so that again in life you will never have to guess. Am I the one? Rough together. But thank you guys for coming out. We appreciate you. We do this every single Monday. We'll see you guys every Monday around 8.